This is a table we found in the neighborhood when we were leaving out. Well, when I was leaving out, going to the gym one morning. And we're getting ready to try to redo it. It looks like some type of mold or something inside there from when it got wet. But we don't have the centerpiece. What do you call it? Leaf?
Yeah, the leaf.
Center leaf. We're going to make one to go in there.
Out of 3/4 inch plywood.
But we're going to take it apart and try to get it through the doors and take it out in the backyard and start on it. This is how the bottom of it looks. We're going to get started on it. Jay decided to stop using the sander and use, what you using?
Use some,
He got some of the paint off. Move, chop, and so it move. But he's gonna use some paint stripper.
eating this little brush thing up.
Well, you need the other kind of brush in, don't you? Will it eat that regular brush up?
Shit.
Is it working?
Let me take some of it off.
Right.
Not really a lot though.
It's taking enough off.
Put some of it off. It's coming off the legs real good. Go over it.
We've been out here for hours. It's 12:53 p.m. and we've gotten all the previous stain off, most of it that we could. Took us a minute. Now he's putting mineral spirits on top of that to get it ready to put the, I think you put Prestain on the neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with some 220
with some conditioner. You're gonna hit it with some 220 sandpaper first. Then you're gonna put the preconditioner on there. So this is the hardest part because of the angles and corners and stuff, the way it's made. But we finally got all the previous stain off.
Took forever.
Now that he's finished, he's putting on the Prestain. Let it dry what is it? How many minutes? 1 to 5 minutes, and whatever excess still remains on the wood, he has to wipe it off, and then sand again.
More sanding.
Getting ready to start staining. He's using Espresso. What you use? Espresso stain. It's leaking all over here on this floor. You gonna have to put some more paper on it. The first coat has set for a little while. Now he's wiping the stain off with a microfiber cloth. Second coat. Washing the second one off. He's wiping the first coat off of those legs.
Because it kind of got that bowling ball look.
I have no idea how many coats we did, but we kept going until we got the look that we wanted, and he's wiping off the areas that he don't want to look a certain way. He's trying to make it look like kind of like a bowling ball look.
Yeah, we about to open up Walker's Restoration. Yeah,
but it looks better than it was when it came. We want it black. I wanted solid black, but this is what it turned out like.
And this looks better. I didn't do this side here.
We still have to put the top coat and all of that on there, and then start on the top of the table. And this is what we used. Espresso 273, I think that's what it is. Minwax. Jay's starting on the top of the table. What are you putting on now? The stripper?
Mm-hmm. Stripper.
Get ready to put that all over the top and try to get this first. We'll try to get this coat of stain off. Now he's taking this stripper off. Jay has finished getting all the previous stain off and sanded it down, and that's what it looks like. You can still see a couple of spots like they had something sitting on top of the table right there where that circle is, and right here where that circle is. But I guess when you stain it, I don't know, we'll see. It may not look so bad once you stain it. He finished sanding. Now he's using some mineral spirits to stop the stripper from working, and to get it ready to put the free stain on there. It's 5:26 p.m. and he's doing pre-stain. You have to let that dry how many minutes? 5? I can't remember how many. It's on this side first.
1 to 5 minutes.
Huh?
1 to 5.
1 to 5 minutes, then dry it. Whatever don't dry up, you have to wipe it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is 6:40 p.m. and Jay is doing the final sand after the pre-stain, and we'll stain tomorrow. We're gonna shut it down until in the morning because this has been an all-day job, and I've been saying my time wrong because my camera hasn't been set yet from daylight saving time, so I'm an hour back. So whatever time you hear me say, it's an hour ahead of that time, and I'll probably put a notation on the screen. But anyway, excuse how junky it looks out there now. We've been working hard all day, and I think he's doing a pretty good job, and it's looking pretty good so far. We're letting the bottom part of the table dry, and then tomorrow we'll put the glaze, I guess, on top. I don't know what you call it, top coat or whatever you call it, on top of that, and then we'll sit that table on top of it and start staining it, and we'll show y'all the rest of the steps. We went to our local lumber company here where we live and we bought this piece of, what you call, what's this, 3/4 inch plywood to go in the center to make the leaf. And Jay has marked right here in the different places where the, what are those little things called that's inside of the table?
Pegs.
Those pegs will fit, and he's getting ready to drill the holes. Now we had a centerpiece in, had a hole drilled and everything, and now we have to just mount it on top of the table. Once you sand it, you got to pre-stain it. He has to sand it and pre-stain. Which sand do you? I mean, which sandpaper you gonna use?
We use that 220.
He's gonna use 220
to rough it up, and then
sandpaper on it.
Make that my sander back, and then pre-stain.
Then pre-stain it. First step is to pre-stain, and then sand with the 220. We had to order backwards. How long you have to let that sit? I think 1 to 5 minutes. And then I got it in the dryer. Then you have to dry it wherever it's not soaked into the, not getting ready to say material. Whatever's not soaked into the wood, you have to dry it off with a microfiber cloth. This is the bottom piece. We're taking these old little pieces out. We got some more to put on there because those were, some of them were missing and some were broken, so we just gonna get some new ones and put in there. And these are the new ones. Had some little fabric on top to keep from scratching the table up. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got the bottoms on here. Whatever you call them, caps or whatever. And here's the inside again. We haven't cleaned this mold and all that out yet. Jay bought some stuff that we're gonna use to scrub this mold out. We put some WD-40 on these gears, and they're coming open a lot smoothly than they were at first. And we have the top back on, getting ready to start the staining on this top part. And you can see we sprayed some WD-40 on this, and this one's moving a lot smoother also. So now time to clean this inside out. Spray it with bug spray, because obviously they had this table outside for a extended period of time. And then we'll start on the top next. I forgot to mention what we were doing at this step. We bought some furniture strips from our local home improvement store, and we're going to replace the ones that were previously on the table. We decided to put them in sections because we may remove the leaf from the center of the table from time to time, and it wouldn't be a great idea to put them all the way across. They have glue on them, so they have to be stuck on, and we don't have anything hot, the professional equipment that needs to be used, but you will see how we compromise in the end. Hey, it's our first time, so stay tuned.
Start the thing in the middle, at least to get it stuck on there. Oh, you move your hand.
You in the middle.
Yeah. No, the glue is hot. You can feel the heat through the thing. Yeah, it slid back. See where it was at? I pulled it back.
Now it's time to start the staining. wiping the stain off.
Don't go deep hard.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you're still trying to get that pattern, baby. That took good. That took good on that.
I know. Now we're getting ready to start the second stain.
You can get the stain. Let me hold this.
Uh-huh.
You get it on there, and I can try to spread it out. You a artist or something?
Yeah. Some folks saw these tables. I want my table done.
What's too much?
Now he's wiping the second coat off. Now we're getting ready to apply the third coat. That's going to be the last one. And then we'll wipe that off and let this dry. He's wiping off the third coat, and then that'll be it for today, I guess, until it dries. And then we'll be able to put the clear coat on top. Here's the table.
You talking to? Huh?
Yeah. It feels like it's still a little damp, but we're getting ready to put the top coat on and let it dry until tomorrow. That's what we're using, fast drying polyurethane clear gloss. It's the next day, it's 4:02 p.m. and the table has dried. It's not completely dried. It's a little bit, feels a little sticky. This is what the final product looks like with the clear coat applied. We haven't closed it all the way up, but we took the centerpiece that Jay made out, the leaf, and he's gonna build some edges around it so that it can, when you open the table up, it won't be a space in between where the leaf is. So he's gonna cut some pieces of the wood and do the same process, stain it, clear coat it and all that, and attach it to the leaf, and then we'll have a completed table. So this is what it looks like. Stained and dried. We're going to let it continue to dry in the house. But I think it turned out fine compared to what it looked like when we brought it home. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the video. Bye. What you say? Yeah, see that?